was gonna be so epic, and then the dart fell out and I dry fired it. This is the Talon claw, designed by Captain Slug, printed by me, hardware bought from Slug, equipped with Pyrangle foregrip, stock, knuckle duster handguard, and grip insert. It is a work of engineering beauty. With an incredibly smooth prime, 1 to 50 FPS performance with a 788 spring. Consistency, power, accuracy, any box you give this thing, it makes it really big and it makes it really fun. Using Cathanha magazines, you don't even need a Vanguard breech because the feed lips are wide enough that it just inserts, no issues. And there's a nice perk of Slug over, say, Roman foam. The extra hardware. This is excuse that. This is my Talon Claw extra hardware bag. I probably should have chosen a smaller bag, but look at all this extra hardware. It makes it super easy to add any attachments you want. You can add 12 Picatinny rails on here. You could add 8 optics. Group 772 Unite. You could add 17 scar barrels if you wanted, and you had a long enough barrel. You know, it's starting to say this. It's starting to sound more and more stupid. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. It's smooth. It's awesome. Firing demo. All right, so I'm firing Adventure Force Pros out of a Cathanha magazine, which is basically a 3D printed Talon magazine, which uses the Foam Blast drum mag spring. And a bonus of these, the feed lips are wide enough that it basically acts as a Vanguard breech, and you don't need to open it. So it just pops right in. Now I'm firing a 788 spring, so it's hitting about 150 FPS with this. I can't chrono it, but you know. Let's fire this thing. It is beastly. So yeah, it's pretty good. You know, it hits pretty dang hard. Moving on to the other spring. Now firing with a K26 spring. This thing is a beastly prime and a beastly beast. Yeah. Oh, that is hitting like 200 FPS. Good lord. Blew the head off. What happened there? Yeah, that's hitting like 200 FPS. I can't get good readings because the only half lengths I have that will reliably work in this thing are Adventure Force Pros, and my chronograph won't chrono those. But safe to say, it's hitting 200 FPS with Adventure Force Pros with K26. Back to the video. Alright, there's nothing else for me to say. The Talon Claw is an amazing work of engineering. it's in a, and a caliburn by extension. I didn't go with a caliburn because it's too long, and I would only ever plan to use half darts anyways with this. I love it. I don't want to ramble too long. I don't want to make this boring. That's the end. It's the Talon claw. Compatible with Talons, Talons, Katanas. It has a stock, super powerful, super smooth, super easy to build. It took me like 3 hours. Most of that was just because I made mistakes. It's really like building an IKEA product. It's just, buy a Talon claw. If you're gonna buy it from Silver Fox. Never buy it from Frontline Foam. Trust me, I've heard enough horror stories from them. Buy from Silver Fox. They have really great print quality and have really good building. Slug's fine, but if you want a complete blaster, go for Silver Fox. If you want just a kit with the printed parts, you can go for That's the end of the video. See ya!